For a long time, the Historical Commission has been concerned about a presence for veterans, a site for veterans in Lakeville. And so over the years, starting with the honor roll, which is behind us, this was from World War II, people who enlisted from Lakeville and had service in the armed services had their names placed on the honor roll. And in 2002, in preparation for the 150th anniversary of Lakeville, we started Salute to Those Who Serve, which is a booklet that listed everyone who had been a resident of Lakeville who was a veteran from the beginning when Lakeville was part of Middleborough, and in 1853 when Lakeville became its own community. We started adding names to the honor roll from World War II forward, and we have a booklet that has everyone's name in it. And then we decided, because the honor roll is limited to men and women who were in residents of Lakeville at the time of their enlistment, that we needed another way of allowing people to remember veterans who were Lakeville residents, or even people who were not Lakeville residents. And so the Brick Project started. Kathleen and Joan Gladue Morton have been instrumental in working on the Brick Project. They have been able to receive information from people. The bricks are $75, and that includes the brick, the engraving, and the installation fee. And we're going to be dedicating the bricks on November 11th, which is Veterans Day, at 1 p.m. There'll be a dedication ceremony. And this year, our veterans ceremony is going to be different. Normally, we start around 10:30 at Assawamsett School, and we parade over here and then go to Dickerin Durand Square. And this year, because the Cemetery Commission is dedicating a veterans cemetery at Thompson Hill Cemetery, which is on Rhode Island Road, they will be doing their ceremony at 10. So we are going to be doing ours at 1 p.m. And it will be at this site at the Historic Townhouse. And we are inviting all veterans to come. There'll be 3 wreath layings. We have the flagpole that we lay a wreath at on either side of the honor roll. And then there are some other sites in Lakeville. We do the Bill Hitchcock's Rock Memorial at Assawamsett School, the Veterans Memorial at the Fire Station and Town Office Building, and the World War I Memorial across the street at Dickerin Durand Square. So those are the things we're going to be doing. So to talk about the Veterans Project, we've sort of designated this area as a Veterans Memorial area. We do have other sites in town. We also have the Red, White, and Blue Rock, which is at the Historic Library, which commemorates the women who helped prepare bandagings and materials for World War I veterans and armed service personnel. At this site, we have 3 areas that are focused on veterans. And first of all is the flagpole, which is from Staple Shores, and it was a World War II flagpole that was down there and was relocated up here with the assistance of the Highway Department, which we were eternally grateful for all their help with this project. The honor roll was refurbished in 2002 as a part of the 150th anniversary events leading up to that in 2003. And we have names on both sides, and we treat both sides equally as important. The benches were purchased by the Historical Commission for contemplation and reflection, and they line the pathway towards the library that also go by the steamroller barn. So the Brick Project is like the third part of this whole historic area that we're dealing with as a Veterans Memorial area. And we have plans for things in the future, but we've been moving really slowly on it. We would like to commemorate the different conflicts and wars that were here. Those are some of our future plans for the walkway. Forms are available through the Lakeville Historical Commission. They are also available at the Lakeville Town Office Building. The cost is $75 for the brick, the engraving, and the installation. And we plan on doing dedications probably on Veterans Day. So if you already purchased a brick, then they will be installed today, and they will be dedicated on Veterans Day, and it will be another year to do the next round of brick installation. So there's no limit on who can actually purchase a brick. You could have relatives who lived in Wisconsin, and if you want to commemorate them because your family's here, then you could do that. They could be Revolutionary War, or they could be one of the more modern conflicts that we've had. And the other thing we want to push for is if you were a Lakeville resident at the time of your enlistment and you would like to have your name on the honor roll, we would like you to give us that information. There's this form that we need.
And the forms are located at the Lakeville Senior Center or on the website for the Lakeville Town.
And there's a required form that they have to give us, which is
DD 214.
Okay, and that would tell where you lived at the time of your enlistment. Sometimes there's confusion about why names are on or not on the honor roll. In World War II, they ended up putting on Lakeville enlistees, people who were residents of Lakeville at the time of their enlistment, and their names went on the honor roll. And for an example, my dad was a resident of Middleborough. His name is on the Middleborough World War II honor roll. He lived in Lakeville for over 40 years, but his name is not on this honor roll. So usually initial honor rolls have the name of the people from the town that they were enlisted in. So that's why there's only Lakeville enlistees on this honor roll. But we do have Salute to Those Who Serve, which is a booklet which is updated from 2002, and we keep adding names to them. So if people move into town and plan on living here for a while, we put their names on them. But they have to let us know about this. Kathleen mentioned that the forms are available at the Council on Aging in the Veterans Office. And we hope people will come to the Veterans program on November 11th at 1 p.m.